It's your pal Fernbark, and today I'm going to take a try at this 2021 Ukrainian ration, menu number 6. It's actually still in date, which is kind of a treat for me. This thing is super beefy. It's got to weigh around 5 pounds, and according to the label, there's 3,800 calories in here, so that is definitely more than I need for a whole day. Let's open it up. Boy, this might be the year I invest in one of those covers for my viewfinder, because I cannot see anything in my viewfinder in this sunlight. Well, there's something leaking in here somewhere because I got stuff on the bag. I don't know what that's from. Well, according to my translator, this one comes out to as option breakfast, and this one came out as option evening. So I'm going to say this by default must be lunch. So let's get cracking on this. I'm going to start with the breakfast. I am absolutely starving. I believe there's some kasha in here, which is always yummy. Ooh, it's soaking wet in here. Look at that. We got our crappy crackers. I don't know, I just don't care for those. Boy, I wonder what came apart in this thing as well. It's got to be the kasha because that's the only other thing. It feels solid though. But here are the contents of the bag anyhow. We got our main, some crackers, of course, our utensil with a napkin. Got a wet nap. I believe this was some coffee and some soaking wet sugar. I squeezed all over this thing. It could not get anything to come out of it, so I'm guessing that this is still sealed. I'm going to heat it up and see what it looks like. Find myself in the mood to try out this wet nap. It's pretty tiny. Has a lemon scent. I was kind of wishing it was going to be like a real heavy alcohol scent after that nastiness in that bag, but yeah, if you're going to dabble in the international ration business, that's a thing that can really happen. So what you going to do? It turns out breakfast is peas with vegetables and beef, which, not going to lie, probably wouldn't have been my first choice as a breakfast menu, but we'll go ahead and give her a sample. Since it's almost noon here anyways, it's going to be all right. That doesn't look super hot, does it? I don't have any bags today to dump this out onto, so we're just going to have, I cut the pouch in half so you can have a better look. But yeah, I don't see any beef in here hardly at all. Maybe there's a little bite right there, but oh, here's one. Here's a little beef. Yeah, but mainly it's whatever this mushy stuff is. All right, bon appetit. It tastes like if you mixed split pea soup with hash browns that weren't cooked till they were crispy, just kind of like plain and white. That's what it tastes like to me, which isn't great because I don't like pea soup. Let's take a look at this lunch menu. Try not to cut into anything. Oh, haha. I think I found out what's leaking here. I got a couple of entrees in here. Oh man, it does not smell good at all. Whoa. Oh. So the tea is shot. We got a pepper that's shot, our wet nap. That looks like some cherry preserve. Ooh. Our bread is got gooiness going on the inside there, so that's lost. So this bloated bag right here at one point in its life was buckwheat soup with pork. And yeah, now it's just a bag of toxic bloat. So we're going to go ahead and throw that away. If you get a retort pouch, it's all blown up like that. Pretty good chance not going to be good inside. Here's a whole pack of crackers that seems to have survived. Opened it up, it was nice and dry on the inside. I gave this cherry packet a very thorough cleansing. I'm just going to give it a little try. Let's go ahead and have a look at what's left of my lunch. That's interesting. Here's the problem with retort pouches. Everything just kind of comes out looking gushy and not really like food anymore. That cherry spread though, that stuff is fantastic. Well, this is either kasha with pork or chicken. The label got a little messed up and I can't remember what it was. I know one dinner had pork and one had chicken, so we'll see here in a second, but yeah, pretty squishy looking. Again, there's a bite with a piece of meat in it. Man, I really wish they had stuck with the cans. I just love everything that comes in a can, and in these pouches, just, I don't know, it just is never quite as good in my opinion. It's still super buttery. The texture is just not as good as out of the can, as I'd hate to beat this horse to death, but it really needs some pepper. The meat is nice and tender. See if I get another. Well, here's a nice big piece. There you go. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of light hail going on. Makes it a little bit noisy under the metal gazebo. Well, let's have a look inside what our evening pouch holds. Oh, more disaster. That's what it holds. Oh, wow, that really stinks. Yikes. So our tableware set is filled with goo. Our wet nap. Another nice thing of bread. I can't. That's on the inside. Gross. Not sure what that is. Everything, I should be wearing gloves probably. That's so gross. So more of the same crackers. We got some tea. It's probably salt or pepper that's shot. Take a look at the evening menu, or what's left of it. This has been heating up for a while. Feels pretty squishy on the inside. I should have dried that off first. Oh yeah. I cut down the top a little bit to get a better look in there. And we got ourselves some potatoes and pork, it looks like. Actually, that's really darn good. You don't see any, but you can taste the celery and onions in there. It's very savory. There's a ton of fat. It really coats your tongue when you eat it. I'm probably going to wish this was actually a little bit hotter. It doesn't need salt, but it sure does need some pepper. Well, that pork and taters is a solid 9 out of 10. Would buy again. Would definitely eat again. Just need a little bit of pepper. We were good to go with that stuff. Would have been nice to have the crackers to crumble up in there. That would have added a lot to that meal, but I just was, if you smelled and felt the way that goo, yeah, blah. The last thing I have out of that ration that isn't just totally gross is this guy right here, which I'm going to guess is probably a packet of honey. It feels a little grainy. Should have put that in some hot water to soften up, but we'll take a look-see anyhow. Add some honey. Whoops. It's good. Well, that's going to do it for this review. Kind of have to apologize for the lack of energy in that sucker. I was really not feeling it after I cracked that bag open and got the first initial whiff. And then after that, it kind of went downhill when it actually had a gooey texture to boot. Anyways, that's going to do it for this 2021 Ukrainian Menu 6. Hope you liked it.